You can't sleep either. How about a bedtime story? Here's one, which you won't like. The Shape of Things to Come. Dave wasn't upset when his Gran died. His parents thought he'd be distraught because the pair had always been close, but then Dave knew she wasn't really gone. He still had her teeth in an old matchbox in his bedroom. On the night she died, she promised to return once he had eaten them all. But he could only eat one each year on his birthday to give her time to grow into him. She handed him the dozen fat yellow teeth remaining in her mouth and grinned her bloody gums at him before his parents returned to say their farewells. Gran was his mother's mother, and neither of his parents had ever liked her much. So it seemed reasonable to Dave that they didn't like him much either. He already looked a lot like her. Not fat, but large and shapeless, like a toad's corpse swelling with gas in the summer heat, or a tumorous, inflatable pool toy. He cracked several of his own teeth on his next birthday because Gran's teeth were hard. She had warned him he needed to grind them up before he swallowed. If he swallowed them whole, they'd be like seeds, and she'd split them apart as she sprouted in his belly. After that, he left the teeth for several weeks in bottles of cola to soften them up before eating. That helped. They were almost tender, unlike everyone else. Being a teenager is tough, especially when you're a boy who resembles his Gran a little too closely. He didn't have any friends and grinned at himself in the bathroom mirror when he felt lonely, which wasn't often, not with Gran always there with him. He lived at home even after finishing school. He did find a job in the office on a construction site, but he couldn't keep it for very long. His Gran was really growing into him, and her taste for married men got him in trouble. Dave didn't have a taste for anyone other than Gran, and he had bought himself a mirror so he could see Gran whenever he wanted. He ate the final tooth, clutching his mirror as he lay on his bed the night of his 19th birthday. Cats screamed outside the house in the dark. Dave squeezed the mirror tighter as Gran seeped into the last few bits of him that weren't yet filled. He hugged his mirror, and in the mirror, Gran hugged him back. But as she expanded, she pushed him away. Dave clutched the mirror tighter, but Gran was bigger, stronger. He clung to his mirror, and the glass curved briefly before his desperate grasp shattered it all over him. Or her. Or them. Whichever it was. All right. Good night.